Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Wizard Weekly, where we bring you all sorts of news and humor from around the spiral. Before we get to the megabyte, we'd like to send a congratulations out to the 2011 Mount Week winners. The winners of this contest received various mounts, including the never-before-released Starshine Pony. Congratulations! Things in the spiral are kinda quiet this week, though King's Isle's April Fool's joke seems to have caused a bit of a stir. After eagerly awaiting the end of a week-long countdown on the Wizard 101 login screen, some wizards felt that the release of the pet rock was a joke in poor humor. While this perky pebble seems popular enough, first-generation pet rocks don't really have much to offer. While several lucky wizards report that their pet rocks got spell-defying talents, many saw rocks with selfish talents that boosted their own pet stats. The pet rock does learn Taunt at teen though, which may be helpful if you're attempting to save a wizard in dire peril, and it can be hatched with other pets to learn Spellproof and Sprightly. Though it seems like a fizzle, this generation of pet rocks is far superior to its cousins from the 1970s, who simply laid around in a cardboard crate with bedding all day. In the April release of the producer's letter, Professor Fawne let slip that Grandmother Raven will be on our side as we fight to make things right in Wintertusk. She also went on to tease us with tidbits of information regarding our new spells and new pets, both of which sound awesome. They hint at wizards being able to permanently upgrade an existing spell through a grueling quest chain, though how that's going to work only the professor knows. Make sure to keep an eye out in the shopping district for Egbert. He's arrived with all sorts of fresh apparel for spring, as well as a new pet, the pet egg. Alright, I've got some good stuff for you today in the Power Pip. Last Friday was the 4v4 Legendary Finals, a showdown between Strong Shields 2 and the Elite Four. Both teams were towers of power, but it wasn't long before Strong Shields 2 started to crack away at the defenses of the Elite Four, knocking Edward Lionheart out of the game early. Some quick thinking from his teammates got him back in the game, but Strong Shields 2 wasn't about to let him up that easy, nailing the entire team with an Ice Angel the next round, and... oops. This match was so off the hook I was just standing room only, but after slipping past the ticket lady, I was able to get back in again, and just in time to see Strong Shields 2 unleash their fury, sweeping the floor with a Raw and Forest Lord combo that won them the game. Congratulations to Strong Shields 2, winner of the 4v4 Legendary Finals. Don't forget to sign up for the first annual Guys vs. Girls No Resist tournament. Guys and girls will be representing their dorm rooms in this 1v1 and 2v2 combined tournament. Sign-ups opened April 1st and they're still looking for competitors, so sign up if you haven't yet. There is an entry fee of 24 gold, but being able to whoop the other dorm room is totally worth it. This week in Better Homes and Gardens, we'll be touring the haunted house of Timothy Foebreaker, MasterOfWraiths. Timothy is an avid crafter. You can see two enormous crafted statues looming ominously right as you enter his home. His home is built on not one graveyard, but many, all themed after different parts of the spiral. Many of the graveyard occupants can be seen roaming around searching for something. His porch tried to eat me when I first got here, so we'll just go around the side through the spider hatchery, where Timothy's prized black spider resides with its friends. You enter right into the party room, a stark contrast to the rest of his house where many a soul have come to relax and have fun. Timothy told me what he uses to make the cakes. I think I'll just leave these alone. In his own words, what's a death house without a prison? This one's maximum security with skeletons everywhere, and a place of honor for Herodini, the one that got away. Just next door is his science lab and crafting room, where many of Timothy's creations take life, including his cakes. On the other side of the entryway is a music room and lounge where the truest of horrors resides. Up the stairs is an unmarked grave. Just who or what is buried here he wouldn't say, leaving me to wonder. Down the hall is the Star Room, a cheerful retreat with a study that's to die for. Finally, there's the summoning room, where Timothy and his small assembly of wraiths work feverishly to bring back the deceased head of the Death School, Malastair Drake, who you can almost hear talking to you through the crystal ball. Yep, working your fingers to the bone there, Timothy. Timothy's house sends chills up and down your spine, but it's the way he uses his pets to add ambience to a room that really makes it pop. If you want to showcase your pets, but don't necessarily want them running all around, here's a trick to get them in the spotlight and keep them there. What you'll need for this glitch are 2 tatami mats from Mushu, 2 labeled crates like crate of pies or crate of jelly beans, and a pillar of your choice. Go ahead and place your pillar wherever you want it. I want mine against the wall. And make sure there's some space next to it for the 2 crates. Place your crates as close as you can. And I should mention that, reinforced crate, and I think it's called dark crate, won't work for this. Sadly, you can't stack with them. Go ahead and put your tatami mats together, end to end, 1 and 2. Just like that. And make sure your pet is facing the way you want him to be facing before you place him on the mat. It could be kind of embarrassing if his little pet bum was hanging out. Now, using the first mat, move your pet up onto the pillar by placing it on the first crate. Just like that. Now, using the outermost crate, rotate the entire thing until nothing, absolutely nothing, is under your pet. Then, in the same motion, pick it up. Little cleanup, and there you have it. A pet on a podium. Now, it's not perfect, and I don't think it ever will be, but it's a great solution to pet storage problems, or just getting 1 or 2 in the spotlight. We've got some great questions from our viewers this week for our Letters to the Spiral segment. In keeping with our pet theme, here's one from Wizard 101 Updates. Will King's Isle use the level 58 spells as pets? You know, up until I read the producer's monthly letter, I thought for sure they were going to. But the way Professor Fawne talks about them makes me wonder if the new pets aren't going to be more like another piece of gear that maybe provides a card at a certain age. Whether or not that card is the new spell, I don't know. It sounds as though we're going to be doing separate quest lines for the pets and new spells as well, which makes me think they're going to be their own entities. Talon Moondust would like to know, when do you think this pet stampede craze will die down? The short answer is never. Since pets act as a new piece of gear that can be refined and molded, people will continue to try and get better ones no matter what. That, and some of them are just really cute. I mean, look at that. Checking off our pet path to answer a question by Thomas Lionsword. What do you think of the critical rating system? Is it good as it is, or should it just be straight out percentages? Personally, I think the critical rating is okay as it is, and I use quotations around okay. Right now, the scaling percentage system is in place to keep you from getting a critical strike 100% of the time on everything. This allows the game to be challenging, and it keeps things fair enough in arenas. It also allows them to put more critical strike chance on gear they'll be releasing in the future, because that scale will still allow you to become more powerful, but at the same time it keeps you from becoming too powerful. Finally, a really interesting question from Hunter666. Do you think that the popularity of Wizard 101 will trump that of World of Warcraft? No. While Wizard 101 has been coming up in the world of MMOs, I doubt it'll overtake World of Warcraft simply because the Warcraft franchise is, well, older than most of Wizard 101's target demographic. For some, it's literally been out forever, and exposure over time is the best publicity you could ask for. Advertising is a major factor as well. Personally speaking, Wizard 101 ads have piqued my curiosity but never really hooked me. That first commercial I remember for Wizard 101 left me wondering just what kind of game it was. It was an old wizard telling me that if I entered this code in this website I'd receive something wonderful. And while Wizard 101 has progressed slightly in advertising, they're using that same format sort of still. Should they have Ozzy Osbourne screaming, "All aboard"? No, but they need to find something to hook the interest of the viewers. Finally, I don't think Wizard 101 could, at this point, handle the popularity of World of Warcraft. As it stands, the server power is limited. I mean, if you've ever logged on a Saturday, you know what I mean. Servers are full, things are laggy, and that's just with their player base as it is. Can you imagine 12 million players trying to log into Wizard 101? Ouch. Thank you guys and girls for writing in. That's about it for this Wizards Weekly. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already and tune in next week for more news from around the Spiral. Happy weekend, everyone! We've got some great questions from our viewers this week, and for our Englishing goodly I can, yes. What you'll need for this float is... Shoot, you can hear my sleeves, can't you? It's because the the dark crate and the... Shoot, I'd better write this down. 2 labeled crates. It's very important that you use... And it's important because the reinforced... Oh shoot, I left...